Listen to this track, bitch. Listen to this track, bitch.
Hey, yeah, boy. And we back like that. Beauty and the Beats with my beautiful co-host.
Jessica Dunn.
Hey.
I'm in the building.
Come on, man.
Hey, we got
my dog in the building, man. We got, man, this special right here, man. We got
special
my boy,
guest.
Sy Ari da Kid, man. What's happening?
Working, bro.
What's happening?
At it, working.
Yes, sir.
Working.
Yes, sir.
Working,
you
man.
got that. You
Staying
got that
active all the time, bro.
focused
Yeah.
face, like the aura, the
Always.
energy.
Like nothing else matters.
Yeah, like I'm tapped all the way in.
You know the grind, bro. You know how it go.
Yeah,
Facts.
man.
Nah,
What walk us through where you come from, man. Where you from? Tell us where you from.
I mean, I was born in the Bronx, though, New York.
Yeah.
I was born in the Bronx, New York, and then I moved to Atlanta when I was maybe 9, 10,
Yeah.
Fulton County, and then
Yeah.
my parents moved over to Cobb, the good side of Cobb at first, and then my parents lost their jobs, and then
Yeah.
we moved to the kind of a little rougher side of Cobb, which a lot of people don't think it is one, but it is.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I really represent. I rep Cobb to the death for real.
Yeah.
That's really where I started getting money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really get money in New York like that. My family from out there, but I started getting money and doing the music stuff in New York. I mean in Cobb, crazy.
Yeah.
Especially for me, it was motivational because when I got to Cobb, the whole Atlanta kept saying Cobb lame, we ain't coming to Cobb, and that motivated me. Cause I could have went to any other side of Atlanta and they would have been like, you ain't really from Atlanta, but nobody was claiming Cobb like that. So
Yeah.
it really gave me
It was
opportunity.
an area for you to,
Yeah.
put your feet
So
down.
it motivated me to be like, I'm finna rep this. I'm finna turn this into something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
you 9. You moved in when you was 9. You said,
I moved to Atlanta when I was about 9. I was going to the 4th grade.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to the 4th grade when I got down there.
So 4th grade hustling. What getting money? How we getting our money?
I really I don't know where it came from because the only really hustler I ever known in my family was my uncle. My uncle Walter died last year. Rest in peace. One of my
R.I.P.
favorite uncles and shit.
Rest
But
in peace.
my parents always was hard workers. My pops was the standard man in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He got up 5 in the morning, heat up the car. Car was a busted ass vehicle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the AC could work by 6. He'd get to work,
Yeah.
come home, had to work again, work on cars, do plumbing, construction. My dad did it all. So
Yeah.
my mama had a job too. So, but I'll say right around 6th grade, we was still in Fulton County. Something happened where my mom used to shop at Sam's,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to hate I couldn't really.
Everything about the same.
It used to be this I actually told the story in the song before. It was this honey bun that cost 75 cents
Yeah.
in the vending machine at school. Everybody, if you had it in class, everybody wanted a piece. That shit was busting.
Yeah.
They had a little vanilla frosting on that shit. You put it in the microwave for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you go to the little home ec room and shit to heat that motherfucker up real quick.
Yeah.
And I had went to Sam's one day with cause I used to always be with my mama and shit, helping her carry the bags. My pops ain't want her carrying bags and shit. And I noticed, I'm like, damn, they got a 50 pack for $5.
Oh, the honey
And
buns.
and I started taking some of the snacks from Sam's. Got my mom to front me real quick she was the plug. Went to school, and right from there I started selling snacks. All from 6th grade to 11th grade. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know me in high school in Cobb.
Yeah. Nah,
It was only
real.
3 niggas that sold shit. Osborne was the worst school in Cobb you can go to.
Yeah.
That shit was damn near prison for real.
Yeah. Them $5
You know what I mean?
start turning into
anybody back
50s
then know
and
me.
hundreds.
Yeah.
Me, a nigga named Wu, and a nigga named Jerry Newton. We was the only 3 niggas that sold shit, but we ain't step on each other's toes because Jerry, I don't know how he did it, but he had the chicken biscuits.
So
Yeah,
one
yeah.
nigga got the chicken biscuits. You got the honey buns. Who? Somebody had the juices or the
Woo, my nigga Wu
The
had
jungle
the
juices.
Tampicos and the Capri Sun, but I used to make my shit. I used to take out these water bottles, pour them out, and put this Kool-Aid shit in there.
Yeah.
And everybody really know me for that, for real.
Yeah.
So that I always started had an entrepreneur spirit to myself. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then my parents started realizing it, and I started making my own money. Even in school, I remember my mark was $42. That ain't a lot though, but to a little nigga that's a lot.
Yeah.
I was making $42 a day. I would
Yeah.
fit him in my duffel bag because I wasn't doing no homework for real.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? I started finding out how to cheat my homework because I hated school. And then I cheated my way all through school for real.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know if niggas know. I don't want kids to do this, but this is what I had to do if you're not that smart, with the books. teachers used to have, the book that they give you in each class?
Yeah.
The teacher would have the same book, but it was a little bigger with all the answers in it.
Yeah.
I used to steal that motherfucker. First day of school. I
Bro,
did
no.
that from 7th grade.
Now you just got
to
Google.
senior. Yeah. But see, back then we ain't had that. I just know when
Yeah.
that teacher goes to the bathroom, I'm taking that book.
Yeah.
He don't know who got that book.
Yeah, straight up.
I used to take that shit to the house and do it. Help everybody pass that shit around.
Yeah.
Like we used to rape that motherfucking book.
That's
For real.
crazy. High school, I was selling bass tapes. You know what I'm saying? In high school, I was selling bass tapes, like, you know what I'm saying? And
What's bass tapes?
Like just
Oh damn! Oh, that's crazy.
because I'm from the Haven, so I was supposed to go to White Haven, and I got into some issues, got into some some things. My mama moved me to Cordova, so
Well,
I
you
ended
know, I
up
went
going
to the Haven. You know.
Yeah, you know
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
a
Yeah,
tiger.
so, okay, Tiger. We was some wolves, yeah,
for
we
sure.
some wolves over here, yeah.
Where you
Cordova
from?
wolves. We both
I'm
from
from
Memphis.
Memphis.
Oh, you from Memphis too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
for sure.
queen.
Coming up in Cordova, it was like all the white kids, like, you know what I'm saying, rich or, got the Alpine systems and the whips and the and the cars and shit. So I started making bass tapes, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Dude, I remember Johnny always come to school a little late on purpose, playing his music loud as hell,
hard.
going crazy, and like
that's
people
hard.
would start knowing, man, where you get it from? Woo, $100 tape. So it's like we always figure out our hustle,
Yeah,
as young
to do
men. Like,
anything.
my mama got diabetes. She stopped cooking as much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she wasn't spending her money on no shoes, no Jordans, and
Right.
Yeah.
$200 shoes, whatnot. And
Yeah.
there's certain things I just had to have. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Yeah.
So
Facts.
you got to hustle and get to it, man.
Yeah.
So we always like to talk about the early hustle, how you got into it.
Yeah, that probably was my introduction for real. That was like the first thing I did.
And what was the game changer? Like, what brought you with the music? Like,
Well,
how did that come up?
I ain't really take music serious till like I got out of high school for real. Cause like early I would say like my brother and my older cousin, my brother was making beats. My brother loved like the RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan. And he was making like little cheap ass beats on this little Yamaha keyboard. And I admired my brother back then. And then like my cousin would freestyle. They would freestyle on the way to school. Cause when we moved to Cobb, I still was going like in 7th grade, 7th, 8th grade. I was supposed to be going to still in Fulton County.
Okay.
We hadn't transferred yet. We had kept our address where it was. And just doing that, I technically never even graduated from middle school, to be honest. I never graduated from 8th grade for real.
You just went to the next.
Nah, like I never went to 8th grade, and then my mom was legally homeschooled me, which I really wasn't doing shit but reading. And then like you take this assessment test to get to the 9th grade. People don't tell you, you really ain't got to
And
go to
you
middle school.
passed it.
Yeah, I did. I had to study for that shit though. But yeah. But I think me rapping back then, cause I started wanting to play basketball in high school for real, and then I think once basketball ain't really work, all I had was rapping. And
Okay.
I had just took, cause right out of that, I don't know if y'all remember this out here, but Coco Brother used to be on 107.9 before the Dirty
yeah.
Boys.
Yeah.
And he had Freestyle Friday. I was like 18, and then one of my boys knew the process to get upstairs. So you had to go outside. You had to go up there with the intern, this little cocky ass intern. I forgot the little nigga name. And it was like 50 niggas outside to battle to get upstairs to the champion to rap up there.
Yeah.
But I had so much shit in I wasn't rapping for niggas like that back then. Like only like if you want my partners or somebody from the hood or something like that I knew, you ain't really know I could rap like that. So I had so much shit in my head. So I've been writing back then, you know what I mean? And I had to battle like probably at least 6 people outside. They were pairing everybody up like you go for 30 seconds, you go for 30 seconds. I smoked all them niggas, went upstairs, did 11 weeks, retired that. And when I did that, that let me know that I don't want to really do nothing else. I can't do nothing else but this. It felt so natural to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
And
know what I'm
that's
saying?
at an early point. Like at that time,
Yeah.
you just want to rap. Like you ain't even, we ain't making songs. We just
rapping,
we at a time
yeah.
we just.
I
make-
won this song
prove
Bar
a
for
point.
bar.
Yeah.
I just had verses, but even then, like when I used to be in the studio, back then, like the studio used to be loaded with everybody, so I was the hook man back then. That was a blessing for me. I used to hate that shit, but I always was the nigga that did the hooks back then, which led me into being such a songwriter today.
Okay.
So I
dope.
I always was doing the hooks back, but you know back then I was trying to like mimic the niggas that I admired back then. I didn't really have my own sound like that. You know what I mean? My shit really came from me really embracing Atlanta and getting my own little wave in my voice, you know what I'm saying? And then I started to incorporate my own little style like later on and shit.
That's dope. That's dope. So who was some of your inspirations? Like who helped you kind of mold who you are? Like give me your top 3.
Top 3?
Just in music, like not even rap. Like
I could do 3 region wise.
Just inspiration. Your top 3 inspirations.
Region wise, if I were to say rap, if I start with the East Coast, because that's where I'm from. I'm from the Bronx, so I would start with like DMX, like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
When I was really able to listen to hip hop, because I wasn't really allowed to listen to Pac and Big when they was in their prime. I'm a little kid. My mama don't want to hear that shit, and I'm young as hell. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But DMX, I say like Jay-Z. I study Eminem like a motherfucker, like just like his skill, not really his content. I can't relate to none of that shit he was talking about. But of that side of like lyricists, but like in Atlanta shit, when I really started loving rap, I mean we can go anywhere from T.I., Andre 3000, 3-6 Mafia like a motherfucker. Yeah. Like you couldn't tell me shit about they fucking beats and cadences and flows. Yeah. That like really the first, cause I didn't really like Southern music. It took me a minute. You know what I'm saying? The first music I listened to in the South was 3-6 Mafia. Yeah. Because of the beats. They was like the way they mobbed and like the sound was like the Dipset before Dipset was what they was in the South though. Yeah. And then I started being like, oh, T.I. kind of fire. Then you know Luda and all them niggas. I started like Young Dro, which I just recently did a song with. Like I grew up listening to that. Them was like the niggas that was like, whoa, these niggas cold. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jeezy, Dro, Tip, 3-6. Yeah. Andre 3000.
It's something about Project Pat and Young Dro.
Oh no,
it's like them two, just you know what I mean, like
them niggas
just
cold, bro.
Going like just 2 different flavor. Like Project Pat that Memphis,
and
then Dro just gave you that Atlanta, like I'm talking about like that real Atlanta
feel.
Like, it's crazy. Yeah. So what you got coming? You got new projects?
I just dropped a project like a week ago called Sy Ari Not Sorry. But I'm finna drop 4 projects this year. I ain't playing no more. Like I'm just
4.
I did that last year too.
Okay.
Yeah. Consistency is the key, man.
You are very consistent.
Everybody know me for that. Like I try, and not like I'm just throwing it out there, but
it's quality.
You know what I mean?
But your fans though, I was going through your comments. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm reading. I'm like, man, bro, your fans is like really loyal, and like they'll spit bars or they'll speak on certain projects or you know on your ass for when we coming with the next project.
Nah,
like,
they know. Like the ones I done had them probably since I probably like the Slim Dunkin days. Yeah. Like when me and him started swapping fan bases, that was like the time where I really understood.
R.I.P. Slim. Yeah, my dog too. I got to work with Slim.
R.I.P. little bro for sure. But I think right around when I started working with Dunk, you know what I'm saying, like the fans, they like the ones that know me, they know that. They always be like, they always bring up that Dunk shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit always close to my heart. So they there. You know what I mean? I always, you know, I was one of the first niggas to really go do like certain venues solo first. You know what I'm saying? Like you know when you can start counting like the streaming sites to show you your algorithm. Right. You know when it first started doing that, like SoundCloud, like premium started showing you like one of my biggest fan bases was females in Houston. So I went and booked Warehouse Live myself. I wasn't even on no tour.
That's crazy.
And I booked that. I did London, and then I did Seattle. Those was my top 3 cities outside of the.
But
you know what
it's crazy you say that. I just looked up. I didn't even look it up. I was doing an Afro show. I forget the name of the station out there. Big Afro station. And talking about the Dexter Davido records we just did. And I didn't realize that the Nigerian population is #1 in the United States in Houston.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Right. So it was like it helped me understand the Drake connection from Canada and Houston, and just
you gotta know
that sound.
You gotta know that.
You know what I mean?
You gotta know.
You rap on those type of beats too. You know what I mean? What do you look for when you picking your beats? Does it gotta be trap? Is it you going for island? You going for energy? You going for vibes?
That's a good ass question. Nobody ever asked me that. Cause you know you got a lot of niggas that be like, say if you ask somebody they be like, I could do everything. Yeah. I'm not really a fan of that, even though I'm one of the niggas that people, you know, would say does that. But I was blessed enough to go to different cultures, right? It's not about the beat to me, it's the culture. So if I haven't been to your region or culture at all, I'm not fucking with it. I'm not gonna do it. Right. And I think that was the problem with New York. Like when New York lost it and Atlanta took it, a lot of them niggas wasn't coming out here, but they was still trying to sound like here. Right. And I would go back home. I'd be like, "This what y'all niggas doing wrong." If I ask you where Exit the Flame is at, or can you get from downtown to the Blue Flame or the Magic City without using your GPS? Familiar. You don't fucking know. Yeah. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like I've been blessed enough to travel. Like when I started doing like the shit with the UK people, And I went out there. Like I really went. I wanted to know. You know, I ate that little non-seasoned ass food. Like I really went to Nando's and got the wings. And, you know what I'm saying? Like so now when I do shit with the London niggas and I use certain words, you know why. Why if I curve my lingo a little bit, or if I use this beat, I'm not just doing it just to say I want the London fans. I really went out there and touched the people. I want to go to the street. Like I don't go to nobody's city and check in with nobody, but I check in with niggas who fuck with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like if I go to Memphis or Chicago, or like when I go to Chicago, I fuck with Bo Dill, or like I know him. So it's like I go and make sure I do what I need to do in that city or wherever, and I can adapt to it in that sense. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I've been doing it. So I could fuck with anything because I went to each region and got used to their sound a little bit and studied it a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I do it.
I can feel that.
That's why I could do any beat for real and like and enjoy it and still put my flavor on there.
Who your top artists out right now? Like who you listening to? Who you riding to? Who you gotta know? Who you got on the playlist?
You got the legend. If I just answer that more direct, like with the younger, let me say the younger.
Who you respect?
The younger generation, like let me just give props to them because I think that's super important as we get older. But out of all the little niggas, I love Kodak.
Yeah.
I love Kodak. I think Kodak is very. I mean, I know his antics is a lot sometimes. I don't know him personally. I really don't give a fuck. But I feel like when I listen to him, I feel like it's him. I feel like I know what a little badass little nigga like him from Florida doing at that moment when I listen to him. Yeah, I was a huge fan of X after. You know, one of my producers I signed back then got a placement on his 17 album. Okay. I thought X was gonna be one of the dopest too. So that's another one, XXXTentacion. Yeah, I thought he was super.
Yeah, no,
like,
I
super.
fuck with him too. His
had a
energy.
big ass range. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just need his mother.
Damn.
But I mean, all the new niggas like I think Lil Baby and Pooh Shiesty doing this fucking thing. Like I think I know Pooh voice from a mile away now. I think he got his own little sound. I don't want to sound cliche, but I like all these little niggas. Yeah, I find some, even the ones I really like, that shit ain't really for me. It's something that they do or did, because I don't just listen to music. I listen to cadence first. Yeah. So once I see everybody like something, I study that. The cadence to me is like what made him use his voice like this on this. Yeah. So I listen to all them niggas, but the top two, I'm gonna give Kodak and X. I thought they was really. I think that I love Kodak shit for sure. Like that nigga cold, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And I wanted to ask you about being signed to Cash Money. Like how was that? Like how was that whole experience? How did that shape you up as an artist? Yeah. And how was it working with like Birdman, Wayne, maybe Nicki Drake? And how did it go?
Well, I never even worked with Drake, Nicki, and Wayne. Okay. Unfortunately. Okay. So let me break this in a nutshell, because I'm actually, I'm not signed with them no more. But just to kind of give you the breakdown of it, is like I got a huge respect for Bird. Like the things. Me, I'm one of them niggas. My dad always raised me like another nigga business ain't your business. You know what I'm saying? Look a man in his eye, keep your word, et cetera, right? My business ain't another nigga business. So the rumors that I was hearing, because I'm not really fond of the industry. I really don't fuck with the industry for real. You know what I mean? So the rapport that I got from Bird when I met him, I did a lot of shit with Bird like before we signed. He never said nothing to me about no paperwork for real. We was just riding around. We went to New York one time, shot a video. He was letting me use the lab and shit, giving me game. And then that we built that energy first, and then one day Money Man came out there. We actually signed at the same time. Like when Money Man met Bird, I was already in the studio. Bird texted me like, "What you think of him?" I'm like, "This is my nigga for real." Yeah. Like Money Man was my bro. Like when he was Money J. Okay. Like and I got me and Money Man click because like he's self-made like me. Like we got our own bread for real. Like these niggas don't be having no money for real. Yeah. And it's not a brag about money. It's just about being a boss. Like spend your own money, lose it all, or have it all on your own. And I respect niggas like that. So we clicked from day one because he used to be with Akon and Boo. And I used to be over there too. So that's how we met. Me, him, Sy Ari da Prince. We always over there. Okay. So me and Money Man ended up doing that deal at the same time. And then long story short, so I actually never wanted to sign anywhere. I ended up taking like more, because it's an unwritten rule in the industry, take all meetings. You know what I'm saying? Don't never turn down no meeting. Get your foot in that office. You know what I mean? Chop it up, get some connections. You may meet a marketing person, because people at labels, they come in and out. You know what I'm saying? They may not even be working at Def Jam or Interscope too long. They're gonna be there for 6 months. Then they got another motherfucker coming in and out the building. You know what I'm saying? So you want to get in there and meet. So I think one day Bird really see me taking a bunch of meetings. I had posted like Def Jam and Capital, and I went to like all the labels, like because I had a song called TLC that was like streaming crazy. and they was taking meetings with him. And then Bird was like, I see you on the gram, like, you know what I mean, like what you asking for? And I was like, well, two of the people I told them, they didn't tell me no, like they wanted to do a deal, but they didn't want to sign my producers. I didn't fuck with that, cause I had 4 niggas. 2 of them really ain't even had no crib. 3 of them ain't had no. They were like little young niggas and shit. And I wanted to make sure I can give them all at least like 50 bands. You know what I'm saying? To goddamn get on they ain't never seen no check like that before. You know what it's like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they were telling me no, I didn't fuck with it because I'm just like, why would you sign me but not my producers? I must not be priority for real. So I told Bird the struggle I was dealing with. He was like, yo, just put it on paper. Like, tell me what you want for them, what you want for you, and we're gonna make it happen. And that's exactly what he did. He gave me my bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I had to be on him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it was never no bad business or nothing like that. So once I did that deal, I was only signing Cash Money, I say, for about 11 months, 12 months. I put out like 4 projects underneath myself while I was with them independently because they weren't putting out my singles. And I ended up getting on the Black Tour, the Free Black Tour, me, him, and Sabrina Claudio.
Yeah.
And, you know, contracts, you got like a touring budget. My touring budget was like 50 bands, but people don't tell you, like, you know, when you sign for these deals, everybody talk about the big number, but you got to get approved, you know, from a label. Like, the label has to approve that budget to give it to you. So I'm like, yo, look, y'all didn't put me on no tour. I ain't get on no tour with Nicki or nobody like that. That's fine. I don't need no favors. I'll go get it myself. So I got on that tour independently, right? It's already sold out before I was on that tour anyway. Like, Black fan base was already crazy because he was on the road with The Weeknd and everybody. His shit was already chaining off, you know what I mean? So I went to the label. I said, yo, I'm on this tour. I need a bus, all this whoop-de-whoop, merch. I need that 50 bands. They told me no. That's the only no I needed for real, though. They already weren't putting the music out. But once they told me I couldn't get the 50 bands that was in my paperwork, I felt uncomfortable. I was like, I ain't even finna do this. I'm not finna go public and be ranting. I'm not one of them niggas. So I hit my lawyer. I said, yo, I told Bird, I really want to be able to get out of this. Like, this not gonna work out for me, cause you know what I mean. I'm not like the youngest nigga in this industry right now no more. Like, I need shit to happen for me to be able to move. And if y'all can't make it happen, respectfully, like, he was like, you know, it ain't gonna be that easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get the lawyers. The lawyers got on the phone. Let's figure out the number. Right. Same thing with Money Man. Money Man asked to get out at the same time. And they gave us that crazy ass number, and we had that number. You know what I'm saying? Like, Money Man did it actually quicker than me. It took me a little second. You know what I'm saying? But we worked it out though, and I'm always gonna respect Bird for that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that's what niggas don't know about him. You know what I'm saying? Is that side of what the industry not telling you or showing you. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to get on the phone with me at all. Oh, yeah. And to be honest, he didn't ask me for nothing but what he gave me. He didn't want no interest. None, not $1. You know what I'm saying? Got on the phone with me. It's straight business. He got on the phone with me and it was just like, yo, let's work this number out. Just give me that bread back and you good. And you good, nephew. Yeah. Let me get all my music back.
Gotti bought a deal back out of TVT and Cash Money. That's the only person I knew outside of you. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple other people I know. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I don't know no bad energy from Gotti in that deal. So that's
no, it ain't no. It's just business.
I think when they respect it like that,
it's like when people understand that this is a business. This is 90% business game. Like it ain't. You know, you cool. We cool, but don't get it personal. Yeah. Don't take it personal. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand that. Hey, I gave you something. Yeah. And if you plan on doing what you want to do and woo, I at least need mine back. Yeah. Yeah. You know.
And sometimes more. And I wouldn't have been mad if he wanted more. I was when I heard that number, I was like, I told my lawyer, like, he was like, let me see if I can get it low. I was like, nigga, no. That's it. Like, nigga, I done got a game from these niggas like that. Him and Slim would probably never tell niggas for real. Right. That I'm gonna take to the grave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned shit from Bird. I move a certain way. When I hop out my Sprinter with my driver and I'm driving the highway, we move with my security, I do it because of a way that I watched him one time, Grammy week. He gave me his tickets to the Grammy. Them front row seats I went that one year, he gave me those. He ain't want to go because he not really into this shit. I went to a party with this nigga in LA. It was like a rooftop. Everybody was in there, like everybody. Mm-hmm. They had these little butt naked ass girls with like body paint right in the front. We got out, we took the little red carpet. I lie to you not. Keep in mind, we took like an hour to get everybody together at his hotel, right? Yeah. He had this nice ass hotel. So keep in mind, I'm watching. I'm just watching everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me see how this nigga move for real. He got there and go in. We go upstairs. I do the red carpet. He takes some flicks with me and shit. I'm going in. I see like 2 people I know. I'm in LA, so I don't know everybody, but I know like, oh, damn, what's up, nigga? What you doing in here? I turn my head, right hand of God, bro. This nigga Bird is walking out the building. He's leaving. And I asked him, I said, that's the second time you did that because he went to another show with Money Man and G5 and Money Man didn't go on the stage immediately. That nigga left. And I was like, why do you do that? And he was just like, man, I don't really give a fuck about none of this shit for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all might see the flicks and the bottles and shit, but he always was with his family, kept his shooters with him, you know what I'm saying? And
that remind me of me. I go do red carpet, knock some shit out. And then,
me too.
That leaving to me was so gangster, dog. It was like, that's why these niggas can't touch you for real. It ain't enough time. By the time they get there and be like, hey, whoop the whoop here, you can't even bust your move for real because home's out the building.
Yeah.
And I always tell my niggas like, bro, it's time to go. I don't give a fuck if you've been trying to get that little girl over there in the section and you waiting, but we gone. You know what I'm saying? Like once it's time to go, we all leave.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how he moved. When he assembled, it was different because he with his fam outside of the cameras. But when he went, that was so important to me. That's how I move now. You know what I'm saying? I don't got the jets and all that shit, but I own my Sprinter, nigga. I own my cars and shit, so I can move like that on foot, on land. You know what I'm saying?
And that's clear business, man.
So I love that shit. I love that shit. What I learned from bro, how he moved was like, that shit was so mob to me, bro. Like,
it's motivation, man. I look, Bird called me out the blue one time. Was like, man, say level.
right.
Man, hey, that money to blow has just been sitting on the internet, right?
Yeah.
You know, Drake did his verse. I'm everybody keep rapping on it and shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a Lil one on it. I'm gonna put Lil Wayne. I'm gonna put my verse on it. What you need? What you want for it?
Yeah.
Bro, I kid you not. I sent this man my bank information.
Yeah.
Money was in the bank 15 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it would be,
I
for me to give him.
Story. You told this story before, right?
Yeah, I done told it a couple times.
I seen something where you said that around when I did, because I was watching a lot of the interviews and shit about they stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember you telling me the story that you didn't really have a bad rapport with them.
Oh yeah, because it's like a lot of people. I was hearing a lot of producers, you know what I'm saying, speaking on, you know, not getting their publishing and this and that. I'm like, damn. Anytime I hear that, I'm like, well, damn, like how did you conduct your business? Or did you have a lawyer? Or maybe, you know, you used his lawyer, and a lot of people don't know using the same lawyers who you doing business with is a conflict of interest
never
within itself. So, you know,
that's game. That's game.
You know, so you know, you hear all these different things, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, well, my business super straight. My check come through, you know what I'm saying? And for me to put your second number one like this, like you done had your first number one, for me to come back with your second number one as an artist,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like, bro, like,
Nigga
you
don't
know what I'm
give a damn
saying?
what other niggas talking about, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't never gave a damn what another nigga said, bro. But like I said, a lot of niggas don't have that type of
But you can hear it, like, sir. It's the one thing about chit chat and all that shit. That you hear the shit. That shit be in one ear out the other. I gotta see how you is in person. I gotta see what your character's like.
And everybody can't
You know
make
what I'm
something
saying?
with crumbs either, though, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
But see, I'm gonna learn the hard way too, nigga. Like I have to see for myself.
That's my point. Like,
I hear what you're saying about bro, but man, I'm gonna see
I
for
need
myself.
to see, and everything. Sometimes everything ain't really what they say, or it ain't what they say. So it's like, even if it's like a little bit that I could work with, I know a lot of niggas can't make something with a little bit.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas can't make something with a little bit. I done talked to some females where a nigga be like, man, don't fuck with Shawty for real.
Yeah.
And that was the most gangster bitch I ever fuck with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Shawty crazy. I'm like,
And
wow.
then some
You know what
things
I'm
be
saying? Like,
in disguise when it come through hate.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's like,
I be
okay, when
no.
you done hated on this, okay, and then you trying to disguise this situation, which this situation ends up being real.
Yeah.
And then this situation right here ain't nothing but
Yeah.
the fiffery. So, you know, you definitely got to see for
I
yourself.
don't be giving a damn about none of that shit, bro. I got nothing but love for Bird still to this day. Just chopped it up with him the other day.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't got nothing but love.
Like a gangster.
Nah, that's a real G right there, bro.
For sure.
For life.
Absolutely, man. Well, give them your Instagram. How can people follow you? You know what I'm saying? Stay in tune with what you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Instagram, IG, Sy Ari da Kid, SYARIDAKID. It's on there. They just took my Twitter down, so I got a new one. It's Sy Ari Not Sorry. Yeah, I was selling some shit on there, so they got them.
Okay.
They canceled my shit till I get it back. Yeah, but so my shit ain't verified no more. But y'all know how to find me though. Come on, IG, and come hit my line. We in there.
Already, man. Y'all tap in, man. Right
If
here.
anybody need a Sprinter in Atlanta or need to rent a fancy car, like, hit my line, hit my IG. You know what I'm saying? I got all that shit in the city, like, good business only. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Everybody know that.
Already.
Yeah.
Like that, man.
Well, thank you for coming by.
For sure. Appreciate it.
Listen to
Already.
this track, bitch.
Beauty and
In
the
the
beat.
beats.